Easy English story. Improve your listening and expand your vocabulary. Don't forget to download your free PDF. The Baker of Willowby. In a quiet little village in England called Willowby, there was a small bakery on the corner of the cobblestone street. The bakery belonged to Mr. Jones Whittaker, a man in his late 50s with a kind smile and a white apron always dusted with flour. Everyone in Willowby loved Mr. Whittaker's bakery. The warm smell of fresh bread, cakes, and pies filled the air every morning, welcoming the villagers to start their day. Children often rushed to the bakery after school, excited to buy his famous jam tarts or buttery scones. Mr. Whittaker greeted each child by name, always slipping an extra cookie into their bags with a wink. One of his regular visitors was a young woman named Emily Harper. Every day, she stopped by on her way to work at the village library. Emily was cheerful and full of energy, and she never missed the chance to say hello to Mr. Whittaker. She often bought a loaf of his freshly baked sourdough or a slice of lemon cake.
Good morning, Mr. Whittaker.
Emily said one day, pushing open the bakery door. The little bell above it jingled, announcing her arrival.
Morning, Emily.
Mr. Whittaker replied, wiping his hands on his apron.
The usual?
Yes, please. But today, I'll also take one of those apple pies. They look amazing,
she said, pointing at the display.
Ah, excellent choice.
He said with a grin, packing the pie into a box.
I made those with apples from Mrs. Green's orchard.
Mr. Whittaker's bakery was more than just a shop, it was the heart of the village. He always had time for a friendly chat or to share a story about his younger days. He often told Emily about how he had learned to bake from his grandmother when he was a boy, and how he moved to Willowby years ago to start a new chapter in his life.
The bakery remained a cherished place in Willowby, not just for its delicious treats but for the warmth and kindness of the man who ran it. For Mr. Whittaker, the joy of baking was not just in the bread and cakes but in the smiles he brought to the faces of everyone who walked through his door. Vocabulary: quiet, calm and peaceful, without much noise. Example: the village was quiet in the mornings. Cobblestone: small, rounded stones used to make streets. Example: the bakery was on a cobblestone street. Apron: a piece of clothing worn over clothes to keep them clean while cooking or baking. Example: Mr. Whittaker's apron was always covered in flour. Scone: a small, sweet or savory bread, often eaten with tea. Example: the children loved his buttery scones. Orchard: a piece of land where fruit trees grow. Example: the apples came from Mrs. Green's orchard. Cherished: loved and valued highly. Example: the bakery was a cherished place in the village. Key verbs: rush: to move quickly or hurry. Example: the children rushed to the bakery after school. Point at: to show something using your finger. Example: she pointed at the apple pies in the display. Expressions and phrases: slip an extra cookie, secretly or kindly give something additional. Example: he slipped an extra cookie into their bags. The heart of the village: an important place that brings people together. Example: the bakery was the heart of Willowby village. If you like the story, subscribe for more.